Yes, Keisha. Keisha, listen. I know you're upset and maybe you have a right to be, but there are always two sides to every argument, babe. Well, no one's ever completely right or all wrong. No, I'm not taking your daddy's side. All I'm trying to tell you, baby, is to talk to him. Bring it out in the open, you know? Well, you should care what he says. He's your father, or after... Well, at least hear him out, okay? Okay, that's my girl. Okay, well, call me tomorrow, here. All right. And I love you, too. Bye. That's my granddaughter. God love her, but she can be so hard-headed.
Well, I tell you, May, you could get through to the guys up on Mount Rushmore.
I'm trying. Well, if I'm going to get out of here tonight, I better get started.
You need any help?
No, Cora's back there in the kitchen, and Miriam says she's coming in about 20 minutes, so...
Oh, that'll cover bedtime.
Oh, you know, I want you to do me one favor, all right?
Just name it.
See these letters here? These are the ones that they hate because, see, I'm asking for money, and God knows we need the money. But I was wondering if you could just make them a little more personal, you know.
Maybe the headings, like to Mr. and Mrs. Rockefeller.
Yeah, sort of like that. Okay. Maybe just notice them a little more.
Sure, no problemo, as my son would say. I'll do it for you.
That's the nicest thing anybody said to me all day. Look, don't work too hard here.
All right, take it easy.
Okay, you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Put your weight on me. All right. You all right? Mm-hmm. A couple more steps. Put you on the sofa here. Oh, dear. I know. Okay? You all right? Let's get this elevated. The best thing. Oh, dear. It hurts, doesn't it?
Like sin.
Oh, we need some... Ice. We need ice. There we go.
Wait, what are you doing with that beautiful stuff?
Well, I have to put a nice cold compress on that ankle. All right?
Okay.
Here.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
And from top?
Uh-huh.
Got it?
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Let's wrap that good and tight.
Feels a little better.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Well, stick with me. My sister is a nurse.
Okay.
Okay. Not too tight?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna call a cab.
What for?
To get us to the emergency room.
No.
Oh.
I don't need the hospital. Look, this wrap is just fine.
Yeah, it's
Please.
just fine for now. But in the middle of the night, when you're climbing the walls with pain, you're gonna need something, you know. So, Lisa, do you really have to have an X-ray for this?
No, I don't want that.
Well, I think you have to have it. So trust me, okay?
Well, girl, you look like somebody who might know their way around a crisis.
Okay. You'll be all right.
I need to go on record here that this thing makes me feel like an old lady.
Oh, May, are you going to be a problem patient?
The only problem is going to be the Bradley Ward house if I'm not on my feet in the morning.
Well, you're going to need help for the next few days, you know?
We don't have enough hands as it is. Besides, I hate being fussed over.
Okay, the doctor will be here in a few minutes. It's no problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so testy. You seem like a nice young man, but I didn't want to be a pain in the neck.
It's the pain in your ankle we're worried about here. I know you don't want any fuss. Let's do this much for you. It's going to be 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off.
All right, I'll time it.
The idea here is to keep the swelling down as much as possible.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. Sorry.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Harding. Flora, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Dr. Hardy.
But you're not, are you?
I've been better.
I see from your chart that you did some damage to your ankle. Yeah, have a look.
Oh, help yourself. Oh.
Sorry about that. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was rushing around trying to get out because it's my night with the children's choir, and the next thing I know, I'm in the hallway with stars in my eyes.
She tripped over a toy, Dr. Hardy.
Hmm? Little minefields in our own homes. Then what?
I wrapped her ankle with a cold compress.
Good for you, that helps, but the ankle is still swollen. So you keep that cold compress on it. And Miguel, why don't you take this nice lady over to X-ray and get a picture of this foot?
Yes, sir.
That way we'll be able to tell exactly what we're dealing with. How does that sound?
Like I sprained my ankle.
Dear. Okay.
Everything under control?
Yes. Miriam showed up right on schedule, and Cora says everybody went to sleep, and not to worry, she plans on spending the night. Miriam's coming back in the morning, and Janine will be coming at 7:30 in the morning to help you with breakfast.
God bless him.
Yes. Now, all we have to do is wait for this X-ray and find out what really happened to this ankle.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Orange juice for Mrs. Ward.
Anything in it?
Oranges. Three oranges.
Why do you look so familiar to me?
Oh, maybe because I live in the Walker Arms down the block from you.
Ah,
Miguel Morris. Nice to meet you.
Miguel, how did you do? Miguel, Laura? This is Laura Spencer, my friend.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you. We're neighbors, too. I live on Royal Street in that big white house.
Oh, my God, the dog with the big face. Yes, I know.
Foster.
I know. It's incredible.
Well, how come I missed a handsome young man like you?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I've seen you many times, you know, putting the kids in the big red wagon. Probably your attention was on them. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good news. Good news. No break.
Oh, that is wonderful
Thanks.
news.
But you have a pretty nasty sprain there, so you stay off of that foot and keep it elevated for a few days.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can, Mamie. If you don't, it's only going to get worse.
I see the nurse I sent in wrapped your ankle. And don't forget the ice packs. Off and on every 10 minutes, every couple of hours.
We understand.
You don't know what you're asking me.
A lot of people depend on Mrs. Ward.
Most of them under 2.
The Bradley Ward house?
Of course, Simone.
Our pediatrician.
And I'm Simone's father-in-law.
I know exactly who you are,
Well, for
Dr.
goodness
Hardy.
sakes. You're Bradley Ward's mother.
You knew my
Yeah,
son?
yes. I met him a few times. He did a lot of good around Port Charles while he was here. I don't think I've ever heard a more powerful public speaker.
Yeah, he certainly was that.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Oh, here's a prescription I've written for you for the pain. And don't forget the ice packs. That's very important.
All right. What's important is that I get home. I've been away far too long.
Okay, I'll call you a cab right now.
Okay.
I'm finishing up my shift. I'll be more than happy to drive both of you.
Okay.
Thank you, Miguel. That's very kind of you.
My pleasure.
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Handsome young
To the
man.
car.
Oh, thank you so much.
There we go.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm all right.
Your shoe.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Hardy. It's very nice meeting you.
Likewise. Sorry it had to be under these circumstances. You take care of yourself.
I will.
I'll catch up with the two of you, all right?
No problem.
Dr. Hardy,
Yes, sir.
what can you tell me about Bradley Ward?
As I said, I didn't know Bradley Ward that well. He was a natural-born leader, a dynamic fellow. He did some great work around town for the school districts, redlining of the banks, reclaiming the Charles Street neighborhood for the people who live there. And he didn't make friends in high places doing it.
Sounds extraordinary.
Yes, he was. There was a kind of a radiance about him. It was a big loss to the community when he disappeared.
I don't think Maymay's ever gotten over it.
I don't doubt it. I've always thought
What?
that there was much more to Bradley Ward's disappearance than anyone really ever understood.